Imagine stepping into a place where time has stood still, cities once bustling with life, now eerily silent and left to decay. These abandoned cities hold stories of prosperity, tragedy, and mystery, preserved in their crumbling walls and overgrown streets. Today we take you on a journey to uncover the top 10 abandoned cities frozen in time. Let's explore their fascinating histories and haunting beauty. 10. Hashima Island, Japan. Known as Battleship Island for its unique shape, Hashima Island was once a thriving coal mining community in the mid-20th century. At its peak, over 5,000 people lived on this tiny island, with high-rise apartments and schools crowding its narrow space. But when coal mining ceased in the 1970s, Hashima was abandoned almost overnight. Today, its crumbling concrete structures and eerie silence attract urban explorers and history buffs. Featured in films like Skyfall, it's a haunting reminder of the boom and bust cycle of industry. 9. Pripyat, Ukraine. Once home to workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, Pripyat was evacuated in 1986 following the catastrophic nuclear disaster. The city's 50,000 residents left behind schools, amusement parks, and homes filled with personal belongings, creating a chilling snapshot of life interrupted. Now Pripyat is an eerie ghost town with nature reclaiming its streets and buildings. Its infamous Ferris wheel, standing rusted and unused, has become a symbol of the city frozen in time, a stark reminder of the consequences of human error. 8. Kulmanskop, Namibia. Kulmanskop, a former diamond mining town in the Namib Desert, was once a place of wealth and luxury in the early 20th century. German settlers built opulent homes, a casino, and even a theater. But as diamond supplies dwindled and larger deposits were discovered elsewhere, the town was abandoned by the 1950s. Today, the desert sands have swallowed Kulmanskop's buildings, creating an otherworldly sight that feels like stepping into a surreal painting. 7. Oradour-sur-Glane, France. This small French village is a harrowing memorial to the atrocities of World War II. In 1944, Nazi soldiers massacred nearly the entire population, leaving the town in ruins. Rather than rebuilding, the French government preserved Oradour-sur-Glane as a memorial. Walking through its abandoned streets, with rusted cars and bullet-riddled walls, is a sobering experience. It's a city frozen in its darkest hour, reminding visitors of the human cost of war. 6. Centralia, USA. Centralia, Pennsylvania, was a thriving coal mining town until an underground fire ignited in the 1960s. The fire has been burning ever since, releasing toxic gases and creating dangerous sinkholes. Most of the town's residents were forced to evacuate, leaving behind a few stubborn holdouts. Today, Centralia is a ghost town with smoke rising eerily from the ground. Its desolate streets and abandoned buildings served as inspiration for the video game and film series Silent Hill. 5. Krakow, Italy. Perched on a cliff in southern Italy, Krakow was once a thriving medieval village. However, repeated landslides and earthquakes made it uninhabitable, forcing residents to abandon it in the 20th century. Now its crumbling towers and narrow streets attract filmmakers and tourists. Krakow's haunting beauty has made it the setting for several movies, including The Passion of the Christ. It stands as a breathtaking yet fragile testament to nature's power over human settlements. 4. Humberstone and Santa Laura, Chile. Located in Chile's Atacama Desert, these former saltpeter mining towns thrived in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. But when synthetic nitrates replaced natural saltpeter, the towns were abandoned. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Humberstone and Santa Laura are now eerie remnants of a once booming industry. Their rusting machinery and decaying buildings stand in stark contrast to the barren desert that surrounds them. 3. Body, USA. Nestled in California's Sierra Nevada mountains, Body was a bustling gold mining town in the late 1800s. But as gold reserves dried up, the population dwindled, leaving Body a ghost town by the mid-20th century. Today, Body is a well-preserved snapshot of the Wild West, with its saloons, homes, and even a jail frozen in time. Visitors can walk its deserted streets and imagine the lives of the prospectors who once called it home. 2. Kayaköy, Turkey. Kayaköy, also known as the Ghost Village, was abandoned in the early 20th century following a population exchange between Greece and Turkey. The village's stone houses, chapels, and schools now lie in ruins, creating a hauntingly beautiful landscape. Visitors can explore its quiet streets and learn about its history, which is both fascinating and tragic. Kayaköy's abandoned beauty has even inspired authors and filmmakers. 1. Pompeii, Italy. Perhaps the most famous abandoned city in the world, Pompeii was buried under volcanic ash when Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD. The ash preserved the city, offering a detailed glimpse into Roman life nearly 2,000 years ago. Today, Pompeii is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors each year. Walking through its streets, you can see ancient homes, baths, and even the casts of those who perished in the disaster. Pompeii is a haunting reminder of nature's unpredictability and power. These abandoned cities, frozen in time, are more than just empty buildings. They are living histories, filled with stories of triumph, tragedy, and mystery. Which of these cities would you dare to explore? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our world.